Rabbi Lynette, Gail Rose, Angelo. Anybody? Anybody else? There we go. All right. Everyone got so quiet, but we still need Gail. Oh, there's Gail. All right. Well, Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
Yes. Okay, should we try that again? Olivia had a clap. Okay, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Nice. Okay. It's not a thing we normally do at the beginning of services, but okay. So glad that you are here on this lovely first Friday, Erev Shabbat. We're going to celebrate our second graders. We are going to celebrate one of our wonderful teachers, Ethan Dobris, wherever you were. I don't know where you went, Ethan, but there you are. Hi, Ethan. We are going to celebrate Shabbat together this evening. So we're going to begin by singing Hine Ma Tovu Manayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad, and we want our second graders to join us up here on the bima. Second graders, come on up. We need you guys. We may have overestimated your height.
Yeah, it's too tall. It's way too tall. Got it.
These things are too tall.
Look, he's moving. Say something. Ow. Say something. No.
Okay.
Or force mine. No.
Yeah, give the kids microphones, they said. That's a great idea.
Don't give us microphones.
Oh, wait.
Can you reach it?
And we're going at the same time, I think. I know. Not in the middle.
How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is.
To be together on this day. How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is.
To be together on this day. Hine Ma Tov Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Shevet Achim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad.
Gail and Angelo, they're coming for your jobs. You guys are sounding so good here. Why don't we keep on singing Sweet as Honey? Learning Torah and being a student is as sweet as honey.
Yay.
Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue.
was so sweet, you guys. Beautifully done. We're going to ask our second grade teachers as well as Ethan to join us for lighting the Shabbat candles. And second graders, why don't you guys gather around the Shabbat table over there, but hold off on that candy until later on. Aww. Aw, shucks. At the end of the service, everyone's going to get one piece. All right, let's light them up. Can I assist? Above here. You had candles for breakfast?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kirshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Beautiful job, you guys. Why don't you guys go back to your families because we're going to do a family blessing. Parents, this is a time when we can do a little blessing on Shabbat for our kiddos. So if you have kiddos near you, parents, grandparents, anybody else, if you don't have any kiddos here, or if you don't have any kids in general, maybe you could just send good vibes into the world for people who are in need of them.
So again, we invite all of our kids to join their parents or whoever they came with this evening. And parents, it's traditional to put your hands on their kepis, on their heads here. And if you're with someone, you can just snuggle up or link arms. And then these next blessings are, the first one is traditionally for boys, the second is for girls, the third one is for anyone. But you can use this blessing to whatever degree you would like. So let's all say together in the Hebrew and the English. Yesimcha Elohim ke'Ephraim v'chi Menashe. May you be like Ephraim and Menashe. Yesimcha Elohim ke'Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, v'Leah. May you be like Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. Be who you are, and may you be blessed in all that you are.
And we have this beautiful blessing that comes right from the Torah. Let's do this together. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. May God's light shine upon you and be gracious unto you. Rabbi, under the last one.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May you always be sure of our love, and may you always feel wholeness and peace. We can say together, Amen.
Amen. Okay, did anybody else get roughed up during that? Okay.
Well, we want to say Shabbat Shalom and welcome back to TBS. We especially want to welcome our second grade families who are here. We want to welcome Ethan and his family, Wendy and Dan Dobris, who are here as well. And we also want to welcome Rabbi Aaron Portman, who's here from Ohio State Hillel, all to celebrate Ethan and celebrate Shabbat with us. Let's take an opportunity to maybe meet the folks around us, say Shabbat Shalom. If you know them, or better yet, if you don't know them, we can introduce ourselves, say hi as one community.
As we are doing this, if you have a May birthday, if you have a birthday in the month of May, come on up to the Bima so we can celebrate you. Who's got a May birthday? Levi, you got a May birthday? All right. Nice, perfect. Come on up. Who's got May birthdays? Audra, what's your birthday? Oh my, May 13th? Oh my God, that's Sammy's birthday. Yeah.
My dog's birthday
You have a
is
birthday?
my
Here, what's your birthday?
birthday.
Okay, so we got all these. Okay, so everyone say your name and say your birthday. Say your name and your birthday.
My name is Levi.
And what's your birthday?
May 31st.
Great. Oh, watch. You want to say yours?
My name is Audra. May 13th.
Nice.
Oh. Susie, May 7th. What's your name?
I want to.
That's okay. You don't have to.
Megan, May 15th. Natalie, May 12th.
Any others? These are great. Okay, so let's sing together. We're going to sing first in Hebrew, and then we're going to sing in English. Yom Huladet Sameach,
Yom Huladet Sameach, Yom Huladet Sameach, Yom Huladet Sameach.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, all these Jews. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, guys. Rabbi Lynette has some great prizes. Yep, they never change.
They never change.
Never. I'm going to squeeze around here. And why don't we, as we are still picking prizes up here, let's take a moment, everyone, and let's take a collective deep breath and see if we can welcome in some Shabbat, a little bit of Shabbat peace. Maybe we can absorb all the goodness of these kiddos and look at that to our future and feel maybe a little better about the state of the world when we see kids like this leading us this evening. We're going to turn to Lachad Odi as we welcome Shabbat. We invite everyone just to take a deep breath, to bring in a little bit of holiness and joy and a little bit maybe of rest on this Shabbat.
Adodi, Ligra kala, Penei Shabbat, Nekabla, Lecha Dodi, Ligra kala, Penei Shabbat, Nekabla, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Umevorach, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Umevorach. Lehadodi, Ligra kala, Penei Shabbat, Nekabla.
Well, we are going to invite everyone to please rise and our second graders to join us back on the bima for the Baruch Hu Am I Awake. You can go right back to your spots.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Hello.
You got it.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer?
Can you hear
My voice? Can you understand? Am I
Let's join together in Shema.
All right, everyone except second graders, you may be seated. Second graders will keep singing along for us with Love Adonai, Your God. Oops.
Love Adonai, your God. Love Adonai, your God. Love Adonai, your God. Love Adonai, your God. With all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might, with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might. Love Adonai, your God. Love Adonai, your God. Love Adonai, your God. Love Adonai, your God. These words that I command this day, and keep them in your heart. Take these words that I command this day, and keep them in your heart. Love Adonai, your God. Love Adonai, your God. Love Adonai, your God. Love Adonai, your God. Put these on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Love Adonai, your God. Love Adonai, your God. Love Adonai, your God. Love Adonai, your God.
Beautiful job, second grade. You can go have a seat. Nice job.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. More like see you later. We will see you again. But first, we're going to think about and remember, as we did only a few weeks ago during Passover, that when the Israelites sang our upcoming prayer, Micha Mocha, they were so thankful that God freed them from slavery in Egypt, and they sang the song out of gratitude and joy, and we bring that into our service tonight, thinking about what we ourselves are grateful for this Shabbat. So we want to ask you, what are you grateful for on this Shabbat? Take a moment. Think about it. Let us know.
My dog. Shabbat.
My friend, Jake. My friend, Jake.
My friend Jonah. This keychain that I'm holding up in the air. Ema. Torah. Being Jewish. My Benny Sugar. My prayer book. Existing. My mom. My friends and family. Zelda, the video game. Sports.
Doing all the Jewish holidays.
Joanne and Steve Grossman.
Mother Nature.
Family.
My wonderful wife, my 3 wonderful kids, my wonderful dog, my 3 wonderful cats, and my other cat.
My three.
Nice. Thank you, Mark.
My three wonderful.
This lovely, cute, beautiful, and appreciation temple. Chicken jockey. School.
Cool. Love it. Yeah, lovely. We only had one chicken jockey. That was good.
Mommy and Daddy and Scissor and Doggy.
Oh, so nice. I think that warrants a little michamocha. What do you guys think?
Definitely. Yai lai lai. Yai lai lai, yai la 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 la, yai lai lai la lai la 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 la, yai lai la lai lai, yai lai la la lai, yai la lai, yai la 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 la. Do it again, a little bit louder, please. Yai lai lai, yai la 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 la, yai lai lai la lai la 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 la, yai lai la lai 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 la la la, yai la lai lai, yai la lai la la. Micha mocha. Micha mocha ba'elim Adonai, micha mocha ne'edar b'kodesh, Torah tehilot osei feleh, Torah tehilot osei feleh. Vector ya lai lai, ya lai lai, ya la 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 la, ya lai lai la lai la 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 la, ya lai la lai 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 la la la. La 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 la.
We'll now ask if you are able to please rise for Amidah prayers, beginning with Adonai Sifatai.
Adonai Sifatai Tifta Ufi Agita Hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzhak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon, Gomer Hasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Hasdei Avot V'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, L'ma'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Moshia U'magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Izrat Sarah, Atagi Boy Le'olam Adonai, Mechayei Hakol Atarav Lehoshia, Mechalkei Hayim Bechesed, Mechayei Hakol Berachamim Rabim, Zahomek Noflim, Verofei Holim, Umatir Asurim, Umekaye emunato lishene afar michamocha al givurot umido melach melech memi umekaye umatzmiach Yeshua v'ne'eman atal chayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai Mikaye hakol Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh
Ukedoshim b'chol
Yom halu chasela Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh.
You may be seated, and we'll take a few moments of silent inner prayer, thinking about the things we may be grateful for, whatever prayers we may have in our hearts, or pages 54 to 60 if we have a prayer book.
Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'yakol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom. Shalom aleinu v'yakol Yisrael, Ya'aseh shalom, Ya'aseh shalom, Shalom aleinu v'yakol Yisrael, Ya'aseh shalom, Ya'aseh shalom, Shalom aleinu v'yakol Yisrael, Ya'aseh shalom. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'yakol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'yakol Yisrael.
Well, guys, I've got a story for you this evening. And this is a classic story for the second grade Gesher Shabbat because it's all about the importance of learning a language called Hebrew. More on that to come, because one day there was a man pictured here. His name was Avi. Now, Avi worked hard, and he loved his family. There they are. Those graphics are worse than usual. Avi worked hard, loved his family, but they didn't have a lot of money. One night, Avi had a dream of a magical bridge in a magical place called Chillicothe. And there, in Chillicothe, there was a bridge with buried treasure underneath. And he had this dream every single night. He would put his head on his pillow, he would fall asleep, and dream about this beautiful land called Chillicothe with a bridge that looks just like the one here, or maybe the one on our bima. One day, Avi decided, you know what? I have to live my dreams. He did one of those boards, like what? A vision board, thank you, yeah. Or a Ouija board, but no, yeah, a vision board. He did a vision board and decided he needed to chase his dreams all the way to Chillicothe. So he got in his car, and will you guys help me with some sound effects? He got in his car and he started his car. It was actually an EV though, so anyway, and he drove all the way to Chillicothe. That's right, and he said, "Bye, family. We'll see you later. Goodbye. I'm going on a huge, huge trip." Well, when Avi finally got to Chillicothe 2 weeks later, he looked everywhere for the bridge. He started off looking at the corner of town and worked his way back into the middle of town. He was looking everywhere, finally, right outside the mayor's house, he found a bridge. And he said, that is the bridge of my dreams. I knew this was going to come true. That's where the buried treasure lives. So he spent days looking around the bridge in every area. He looked and looked and looked and was trying to find that treasure, but Chillicothe was coming up short. Finally, when he was just about to give up, he noticed that there was a small carving near the bottom of the bridge. He went a little closer, and he saw something written in Hebrew. And he thought to himself, you know what? I remember I went to Hebrew school at Temple Beth Shalom, and I remember that I learned what these letters mean, and he read it Bimartef Shalcha. He said, okay, now I know we learned about decoding. We didn't learn that much about vocabulary as a, American Hebrew school, but he said, Bimartef Shalcha. I think that means, that's right, it means in your basement. He said, is this bridge telling me that the buried treasure is hidden in my very basement, and it was there the whole time? I didn't even know it? Well, guess what? He got back in his car. You wanted the sound effect again? He got back in his car. Thank you, Nachshon. He got back in his car, and he started heading back for Columbus. And finally, he got home. He ran down to his basement, which apparently had been leaking water. He ran down to his basement, and guess what he found after a little bit of jackhammering into that concrete? He found the buried treasure. It was right there in his basement. Again, thank you, Nachshon. The treasure was right there the whole time. And learning Hebrew was really important. It helped him open his eyes to see the treasure that was hidden right there in his basement. Sometimes we have treasures all around us, and we don't even see them. Sometimes we have treasures sitting around us. Sometimes we have treasures in the people who we love. Sometimes we have a hard time seeing the things that are most precious to us that are close up. So he learned that treasure is all around us, and that learning Hebrew is like a secret handshake. Who knows, what does that mean, that learning Hebrew is like a secret handshake? Anybody want to say? What do you think that means? What do you think it means? Learning Hebrew is like a handshake.
Like it's easy to learn.
Oh yeah, like it's easy to learn. It's super easy.
The same as Sadie, but I don't know actually what I was going to say.
Okay, I like it though, I like it. Naki, what do you have? We'll come back to that.
Something that you might know, but not, like, you might know Hebrew, but other people might know Hebrew. Like, some people might know your secret handshake, some might not.
Yes, that's exactly it. So when you shake hands with someone with a secret handshake, when you go to shake their hand like this, that's a regular handshake, but a secret handshake is one that you only know. And when you learn Hebrew, it's like you have a secret thing that you can say with all the other Jewish people. If I go up to Jake and I say, hey Jake, Shabbat Shalom, what do you say back to me?
Shabbat Shalom.
Yes, because you know the secret handshake. So second graders, you are gonna mark, this is the beginning of your journey. Next year, you start formally learning the alphabet, the Hebrew alphabet, and tonight, we are going to celebrate that so that you can be learning this handshake as well. Yes, questions? Why is he standing on water? That's an existential question. Why are any of us standing wherever we stand? It is. Okay, I'll change that for next year, Noah. Other questions? Eli, did you have a question? This wasn't going to be a Q&A thing, but okay, real quickly. Yeah.
Why is the treasure chest the flying physics?
Okay, yes, we can all agree that my graphics need a little bit of help, and if anybody would like to help me make a story for next month, that would be great.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, well, we're gonna hold off on all the other questions. And second graders, when we call up your name in just a moment, we're gonna call each of you, you're gonna come up over here. As we practice, you're gonna grab your letter and stand in the middle of the bridge. You're gonna hold up an English letter, and then it's gonna change into a Hebrew letter. And it's gonna be really, really special. Parents, of course, you're welcome to take pictures, get up close if you want, whatever you'd like to do. It'll be great. You guys want to play some music while we do that fun?
We're first going to call up Nachshon Cohen. Up this way.
Hodu l'Adonai Kito Ki le'olam chasto Ki le'olam chasto
Emma Dashkovsky.
Yomana Yisrael Ki le'olam chasto
Aiden Glick.
Ki le'olam chasto Yomruna ve'aharon Ki le'olam chasto Ki le'olam chasto
Andrew Kinslinger.
Yomruna Yireh Adonai Ki le'olam chasto Ki le'olam
Okay, Eli Kostal. Ellie Kelsey.
Adonai Kitov Ki le'olam chasto Ki le'olam chasto Yomona
Blaise Licardi.
Yisrael Ki le'olam chasto Ki le'olam chasto Yomruna
Blake Maltz.
ve'aharon Ki le'olam chasto Ki le'olam chasto Yomruna
Aurelia Wilcock.
Adonai Ki le'olam chasto Ki le'olam chasto
Everybody. Did we miss any second graders? Beautiful. We're going to invite our second graders who have successfully transformed many English letters into Hebrew letters to join us back up here where they will lead us in the Aleph Bet song. We didn't see all of the letters, but we will now sing them all in the Aleph Bet song. Yay! Yay!
B.
I just chose to use this microphone. Oh my. Okay, there you go. Let's
after me has a name,
And the
sound
sound
that
that
it always makes.
singing a special
Chorus,
chorus
if we fun, it will not bore us. Olive bet, olive bet, bet,
Olive, bet, bet,
gimble, dollar, hay.
Gimel, dot, hey.
Was ein het, het,
Was ein het, het.
you've caught hard.
You come hard.
Lemonade,
Lamed Memnon.
some I pay, say.
Sign, hein, hey, hey.
Sorry, who fish,
Sorry, who fresh.
shin, sin, ta. Shin, sin, ta.
Let's learn
The
the
olive bet, simple as it can be.
You'll learn the olive bet if you say each letter after me. Each letter has a name
In a sound that it always makes.
in a
The
special
chorus,
chorus
if
that
we
sounds
fun, it will not bore us.
It's the
Olive bet, olive bet, bet. Gimel dot hay,
Sign, tet, tet.
bonsai het, het.
Good call.
You've caught cod,
Lamed Memnon.
lemonade,
Samechayim Pei.
stomach high and payday.
Sadik Kufresh.
Sadi could fresh,
Shen, Sen, Ta.
sin, sin, ta.
Hello.
Someone clap for
Olive, bet, bet,
Uh.
olive.
Beautiful job, second graders. You may all take a seat. That applause is very nice.
I want to stay.
That's so nice. We look forward to you beginning formally your Hebrew studies next year in third grade, where you will learn all of the Aleph Bet, and you will begin formally your journey in learning Hebrew and that secret handshake that binds us all as a Jewish people. Well, it's beautiful to see a religious school grade here on the same evening that we honor one of our religious school teachers for the Torah Ora Award, which we are so excited and thrilled to do at this time. First, I would like to introduce Joanne and Steve Grossman, who are our sponsors for the Torah Ora Award for Excellence in Teaching every year. And Joanne and Steve, as you come up, I want to thank you for your generosity in making this award possible so we can honor and celebrate our educators who spark questions, foster learning and meaning making, and create joy and community among our students and teens. And as we just said before the service, that has been more important now more than ever. So thank you both. I know you want to share a few words about the award. Yeah. Yes.
So, Shabbat Shalom. Of course, both of us have something to say. So, I'm just going to say what I always say, which is basically, I've been saying this for many, many, many years. Fancy buildings don't make Jews, good teachers do. My highest priority at our temple is Jewish education. I don't really need any of the other stuff, even though it's nice at times. But now, more than ever, we need Jewish education. Ethan, I keep saying Evan because I have a cousin Evan. Ethan, thank you for helping to make this happen. It's really important to us.
Shabbat Shalom. We're delighted to honor you. I strongly believe in public sector plagiarism. When I was on Bexley School Board, I learned that we gave an award each year to the best teacher. And that included a financial award, because it was to make it real. And I believe strongly that you honor somebody for one, there's somebody, you honor somebody and only one person for doing something. More than that, for more people to get the same award, to me is meaningless. So we're really proud of what we have heard about you, and I think we're going to hear some more from you, and we're delighted about that. And there's been other recipients who have gotten the award. By my head count, I think there's 5 of them present tonight, and I would appreciate it if you all would stand up. Don't be bashful. In fact, there's more. Okay, there's 6. And most of them are teachers here still, which is important. So I have one request from you for the future. As you go through your life, and I know you're going to have a very successful life, and we're going to hear a little bit about that in a minute, please recognize those who you feel should receive praise and only do one at a time.
Thank you, Steve.
Do we have a seat? We'll sit first?
Yes. Thank you, Joanne and Steve, so much. And now I'd like to share a few words about Ethan Dobris, our recipient this year for the Torah Ora Award. So there are 2 ways one can understand the phrase Torah Ora, the name of the award. The first is a teacher of Torah. And Ethan, you have certainly been one of those for the last 3 years at our religious school. You've been a teacher of Torah, Hebrew, and various subjects in Judaic classes, and you often go above and beyond the curriculum. In Hebrew, you're always supplementing your lessons with modern vocabulary and sentences, so students not only know the Aleph Bet and the prayers, but can understand and speak Hebrew as a living language. So perhaps if they ever do find a Hebrew phrase onto a bridge, they will actually know to go to their basement and dig up some gold, but also will really embody Hebrew in that living way. And in your and Molly's Israel curriculum this year, your lessons made Israel come alive as a tangible place that students can really experience here in Columbus, Ohio, rather than just a history lesson of a place that may feel very far away. The other meaning of Torah Ora is the light of Torah. And to me, this meaning, in light of our award tonight, goes beyond the content that one teaches in a classroom. It is how you, Ethan, are a light, and you embody living the values of Torah and Jewish life. This speaks to the way our students respect you, feel connected to and comfortable with you, and they really do look forward to coming to religious school and learning with you, especially the current 6th grade class, who has had you as a teacher for the last 3 years. Yes, you keep teaching the same grade, but they love it for sure. And it also goes hand in hand with the nominations of your fellow teachers for this award, who spoke of you with so much admiration and respect, not only of your lessons, but also as a peer and a friend and as a colleague. We've been feeling so much darkness since October 7, and it is still so heavy. Ethan, I know for you and your fellow students, it can be especially challenging on campus in ways that those of us not on campus may not be experiencing. But outside the walls of TBS and our religious school, you've also been a model of what it means to be a light, to combat hate and not lose that sense of Jewish pride and joy at the same time, to draw strength from our ancestors who also faced difficult times and emerged from the other side. And I know you personally draw inspiration from your grandfather's story of survival in Poland as a Holocaust survivor. You've emerged as a leader both in our school and on campus at OSU for Jewish involvement, pride, and advocacy as co-president of Buckeye PAC, and on the student board of OSU Hillel, becoming co-president next year. Congratulations. And your advocacy has also reached all sorts of places of impact here in Ohio, such as testifying before the Ohio State Judiciary Committee last winter, as well as in Washington, D.C. Ethan, even if our students and our staff aren't necessarily aware of your personal history or your advocacy and leadership in the Jewish and broader community, they can still sense and feel that light. They can feel it radiate and they can internalize it for themselves. because it's evident in who you are as a mensch and in your everyday interactions and the ways you teach and inspire our kids and the many ways you are a role model, not just for our students, but also truly for all of us. So we can say, Chazak, Chazak, V'nit Chazek. May you, Ethan, continue to go from strength to strength, and I know we will all benefit in so many ways from that strength as well. Mazel tov on earning this award, very well deserved. Yay! Yeah. Ethan will now share some words with us as well.
Wow. Thank you, Rabbi Lynette, Joanne, and Steve Grossman. I'm very touched to receive this award. Today really feels like my bar mitzvah all over again. 3 years ago, in my first week at Ohio State, a student who lived on my floor named Grant Lieberman found out I was Jewish and asked if I wanted to teach at his cousin Benji's Sunday school. I reluctantly said yes, that sure, I was interested in teaching at this strange temple. I quickly found out that this temple wasn't so strange after all. In my interview with Rabbi Lynette, she told me that my Aunt Kim and Uncle Jake, who are here today, belonged to the synagogue. And on my first day of class, Lori Baker pulled me aside. I really thought I was in trouble, but instead she told me that her parents live right by my grandparents in Youngstown and have been best friends with them for decades. In the years since, I felt so grateful for the opportunity to teach here at Temple Beth Shalom. Whether it's having conversations about Jewish values or helping students practice Hebrew or even getting shaving cream thrown at me at the 6th grade retreat, this job has shown me that the stereotype is true. Weekends in college really are crazy. In all seriousness, teaching here at TBS has granted me the opportunity to give back to the Jewish community that has impacted me so much. My life has been shaped by Jewish educators, from JCC Preschool to OSU Hillel, a shout out to Rabbi Aaron Portman, who's here today. And I want to pay it forward to those who have invested their time in me. I'm proud to work at a synagogue that sends its students off each week with a better understanding of themselves, their identities, and their histories. I always try my best to give students a love for the Jewish community, a love for Israel, and most importantly, a love for themselves as proud Jews. No bar mitzvah speech would be complete without the obligatory thank yous. First of all, I'd like to thank Joanne and Steve Grossman for this honor. We didn't get to meet until today, but I have so many good things to say about the Grossmans. I'm really inspired by their commitment to a better future, especially through their work on sustainability, education, and in the Jewish community. Thank you to all the educators here at TBS, especially my amazing co-teachers, Molly Aqua, Marvin Blank, Joel Kent, and Gail Rose, who motivate me every time I see them. Thank you to the Temple Beth Shalom leadership, especially Rabbi Benji and Rabbi Lynette, for being such amazing leaders, along with Gail, Bobby, Becca, Angelo, and Lori for their continued passion for a strong congregation. And thank you to my students and all the students here today, especially the 6th grade class, who I've had the privilege of teaching the last 3 years. And thank you so much to the families, who each week give them one of the best gifts in the world, a strong Jewish education. Thank you, and Shabbat Shalom.
Where do we go? Where do we go down here? Yes, yes. All right. So why don't we maybe go down? Yes. We're going to go down here so everyone can see this amazing giant check that we have for Ethan. You cannot actually cash this, but we will have an actual check for you.
We should have like a giant Venmo something now.
A QR code.
Yeah, giant QR code. Let's say Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Siman Tov, Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Siman Tov, Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Siman Tov. Yeilanu, 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 O Yisrael. Yeilanu, Yeilanu, O Yisrael. Yeilanu, Yeilanu. Shabbat dinner, sponsored by these guys downstairs. Yeah.
Skipping Shekiah.
With all of that hope and inspiration and joy from our second graders and Ethan, we now take a moment and turn our thoughts towards those in our community and our lives and in our world who may be in need of healing, of body, of mind, or of spirit. This evening here at TBS, we are especially thinking of Zaini Abdullahi, Rabbi Jonathan Adler, Nancy Ashley, Sarah Bates, Margie Block, Ron Bragg, Marge Sirani. We're thinking of Ann Clark, Keith Clark, Bruce Cohen, Ella Dubrow, Sam Edelman, Larry Eisenman, Carrie Eschler, and Babette Feibel. We're thinking of Tracy Foskel, Marilyn Friedman, Alan Goldberg, Jessica Heffley, Lev Heschel, Ben Chazanit Batamivi Yaakov. We're thinking of Debbie Hiltbrand, Beth Jasalowitz, Dan Lang, Minna Melton, Nachama Michaela Bat Shea Nachava, Vahuna and Gedalia. We're thinking of Phyllis Miles, David Paragas, Lisa Pena, Jeremy Phelan, Ian Phillips, Rashi Prostowski, Jessica Rathkoff. We're thinking of Joe Reif, Willa Werba, Maya Rossio, Rolf Soward, Steve Seaskin. We're thinking of Eliza Sinkinson, Rachel Vieira, Jerry Young, and Ozzie Zimmer. We're thinking of Dan Bagan, Judy Schneider, Garrick Hobson, Mike Thorne, and any other names of folks whom you may be praying for healing. You're welcome to share their name at this time. For each of them and all who may be in need of healing, we'll pray together, send out that love to all who are in need. Misha Berach.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mikor HaBracha Emotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mikor HaBracha Avotenu. Those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. And let us say Amen.
We're going to begin concluding our service first with Aleinu L'Shabeach. We invite you, if you're able, to please rise.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'tekedu la liyotzeh b'reshit, shelo asanu goyei ha'aratzot, v'la'asamanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chalkeinu kahem, v'galeinu k'chol hamonam, v'anachanu koreim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך אחרי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
We remain standing as we recall there are stars up above, so far away, we only see their light long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we love, as their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. And as we live our days, these are the ways we remember. We first remember those lights whom we have lost within the last 30 days in our observing Shloshim. We remember Ruth Kaplan and Mabel Becker. We also recall those whom we lost at this season in years past in our observing yahrzeit, as we remember Tina Cohen, Molly Congress, Nachum Feinstein, Aaron Feldman, Abraham Golan, Nancy Greenspoon, Jacob Handler, Marie Itkoff, Irene Klabin, Mildred Cutel, Sarah Liebert, Ann Margolis, Lisa Rank McCann, Walter Miller, Selma Pollock, J. Carey Rothstein, Eva Salin, Lillian Sensor, Margaret Jane Sindlinger, Heather Strauss, Libby Turner, and Margot Young, as well as the names of anyone else whom you are remembering this evening, if you'd like to say their name or simply think of them in your heart. For each of them and for all those who have no one left to say Kaddish for them, we'll recite together Mourner's Kaddish, page 294, or on our screens. Yit Gadal ve'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrachu tevi amlich malchute, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kari v'imru amen. Yehi Shemei Rabbah mivarach le'alam u'lalmei almaya. Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yit pa'ar v'yit roman v'yit naseh. V'yit hadar v'yit alev v'yit halal shemei dekudesha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush bechata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom v'imromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to Israel, to all the world. And let us say together, amen. You may be seated.
We're going to invite Meredith. Yeah.
Yay, Mayor.
Mayor Levine from our Board of Trustees is going to do some announcing.
Shabbat Shalom. Mazel Tov to our second graders, and to Ethan. Please join us on Thursday, May 15th at 10 a.m. as we honor our Jewish veterans of blessed memory by decorating their graves at Green Lawn Cemetery. We're looking for a few more volunteers to join us for this meaningful annual tradition. The following week, Rabbi Benji will lead a discussion in this week's juicy Jewish topics, Jews and AI, Blessing or Golden Calf. This adult ed program will take place on Tuesday, May 20th at 11 a.m. And the last note is tomorrow's Tat Shabbat has been postponed. Please keep an eye out in your weekly window emails for information on upcoming TBS Tat programming. As always, visit ShulCloud or check your latest weekly window email to view and register for all of our upcoming programming. Thank you and Shabbat Shalom.
Just real quickly, hey Becca, will you mention the program at Black Lake Woods? Do you remember when it is? Watch your email for that fun. Yes. Yay, nature.
And
oh, of course, Mrs. Rose has an announcement. The service isn't long enough.
You have 20 more minutes.
Yeah.
Speaking about the end of the month, this is the month of May. May 30th. Put this on your calendar. Broadway Shabbat, right here on the Bima. May 30th, 6 o'clock. Be here.
All right, so why don't we have the kiddos come on up here? We'll do, why don't we do Kiddush Emotzi, and then we'll do our closing song, which is going to be Tree of Life. Okay. And just teachers, come on. Any religious school teachers, come on up. Hey guys, no candy. It's all poison. Don't touch it. Okay. Any religious school teachers? Come on, we need you. Oh gosh. Joel, you wanna do the honors here? All right. Come on, Emma, we need you to. Okay. All right. Well, let's just do this quickly. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen l'chaim. Baruch atah Adonai, one piece of candy. Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. One piece of candy and one piece of challah. And second graders, go up on the bima to sing one closing song, Tree of Life. Sure. All right. Yeah, just one, guys. Second graders, join us on the bima for Tree of Life. Let's join together in singing.
It is the
Tree of life to those who hold fast
To it, and all of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life to those that hold fast to it. All of its supporters are happy. Shalom, 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 shalom. Of life to those that hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy.
It is the tree of life to those who hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. Shalom, 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 shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Join us for dinner downstairs. Mazel tov, second graders. Mazel tov, Ethan. Yes.
Basically, how great are your works? All the trees, the animals, the valleys, yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
Oh yeah.
Is it too hard for kids?
So my kids, they did it last year for Arts Night for fourth graders, and it was cool. We actually had blackbirds. Oh yeah. So my kids, we had
Who are you going with? Who's the other team? Every once in a while I get a service. It's like, if I show up tomorrow, what time are you going to and then you don't like owning.
Yes, I know you did. I didn't see it until now. Well, that's Benji's.
Then she said Hebrew's secret handshake. I said, what else do you do? I get it.
Just to say 5, I can't remember.
They come through. I could not hear my guitar last night, by the way.
Are you plugged into something?
I was plugged into something the whole time. I couldn't.
I'll listen on I like to listen on Facebook to hear the black out. All right, I'm going to go before they eat up all the food. Okay.
Melts your heart, right?
Totally good.
Your kid's good? Yeah. Boys are here running around. She's going to 7th grade. 7th? Yes. Everyone else.
You guys still have your dance school.
Sure do, but not quite as full as they once were.
No, and it's a good thing, right? Which is really good. I was telling somebody,
Are you guys sticking around? You're taking off.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Nice to see you guys.